did a lot of videos on Kanye and Kyrie. We always had some spirited debates about this subject. So let's get in to see if Kanye could bounce back. He says he likes Jewish people again. All right. How you feel about that? Just hearing that because he watched Jonah Hill and 21 Jump Street, he likes Jewish people again. Just off the jump off, how you feel about that statement?
I mean, I don't know whether to take Kanye for publicity or, I don't know what to take him for. What is he doing? Like, is he marketing? Like, what is he up to? Is he trying to get back in the good graces of the Jewish community?
Well,
I don't know what he.
Let's see. The post Kanye West says, the post Kanye West says he's no longer an anti-Semite after watching Jonah Hill and 21 Jump Street appeared first on Consequence. Kanye says he's no longer an anti-Semite, and we apparently have Jonah Hill to thank. Watching Jonah Hill and 21 Jump Street made me like Jewish people again, West wrote in an Instagram post early Saturday morning. No one should take anger against one or two individuals and transform that into hatred towards millions of innocent people. No Christian can be labeled anti-Semite knowing Jesus is Jew. Thank you, Jonah Hill. I love you. Let's unpack that real quick. It seems like he was on, like, first of all, the beginning for me was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Saying that Jonah Hill made you like Jewish people again kind of shows me that you didn't learn shit. Like the fact that you're still thinking in those terms, like whether you like Jewish people.
Right.
Like, how could you like a whole race, a whole religion, an ethno-religion? How could you need to be judging people off their character on a case-by-case basis. You can't like or unlike a whole group of people unless you're doing some hasty generalizing or doing some bigoted type of thinking, in my opinion. How you feel about that so far, Bob?
Yeah, I mean, he can't blame all that. Some people are innocent. They don't got nothing to do with the people who you really don't like. They don't have no ties to them. They don't got nothing to do with them. You need to call them out.
So that's what I'm trying to say. He kind of contradicted himself. He's saying, watching Jonah Hill make him like Jewish people again, you know what I'm saying? And then he comes with something that sounds like he got some sense. No one should take anger against one or two individuals and transform that into hatred towards millions of innocent people. That's good. But then he says something dumb. No Christian can be labeled anti-Semite knowing Jesus is Jew. Thank you, Jonah Hill. I love you. That's really dumb. I mean, I'm going to tell you why that's dumb, why I think that's dumb. That seems like the same thing that Kyrie said when he said that black people can't be anti-Semitic because black people are Jews. That's not true. Black people could most definitely be anti-Semitic. Just like Christians can definitely be anti-Semitic. That's like saying, Christians can't be racist knowing Jesus is black or knowing he wasn't white. It just doesn't make sense. It's not true. Maybe you feel differently.
I mean, yeah, everything you're saying, it makes sense. Makes sense.
All right, so I feel
differently.
Okay, yeah. I'll continue. Throughout 2022, West made a series of anti-Semitic comments and promoted anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. As a result, he lost over $1 billion in net worth and a lucrative brand partnership with Gap, Adidas, and Balenciaga. He's also without a record contract, was dropped by his talent agency, and saw a string of planned concerts canceled. Ouch. Earlier this year, the Anti-Defamation League released a report asserting that at least 30 hate incidents could be directly linked to West's comments. Hill, who was born to Jewish parents, starred in 2012's 21 Jump Street opposite Channing Tatum and Brie Larson. I saw that movie. That was good. How you feel about that? The ADL saying that 30 hate incidents could be directly linked to Kanye West.
That's a stretch. If they got evidence of that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think it's a stretch. I trust their research. I don't think that they would just be pulling those numbers out of their ass. And I think it shows that saying shit online has real world consequences. I was watching Chris Rock's special, and he was like, "Words don't hurt. Words don't only hurt when they're written on the side of a brick or something like that." I thought it was funny, but I think that's myopic, man. Words have effects on people. Sometimes some shit that you say could be more dangerous than a damn bullet.
I mean, depending on what it is, do you feel like that about Kanye West?
Yeah,
Incidents?
yeah.
Well, you got to know
Anti-Semitic.
what those 30 hate incidents were, right? What if they, what were they?
No, I'm not. This is the thing. We could look deeper into what those 30 hate incidents were, how dangerous they were. But what I do know is that anti-Semitic rhetoric led to a Holocaust. And when you embolden those kind of people, make them feel like those kind of sentiments are normal or should be accepted in society, it has real world consequences. And another thing I wanted to bring up while we're on this thing, right? Since we probably won't have enough time to do this story by itself. Yeah. One of the main arguments I used to hear, right, when Kanye was making these statements against Jewish people, he was losing shit. They were like, well, damn. Every time somebody says something about black people, nothing happens. But when you say something about Jewish people, automatically you start to lose stuff. Just like when Kyrie made some anti-Semitic statements, he got suspended. He had to make the apology, right?
Remember people were saying it? He tweeted a movie. He didn't make no anti-Semitic statement.
Oh my gosh. All right, whatever you want to say.
Okay.
I heard him make anti-Semitic comments. I heard it myself. Okay. So moving on. I want to show you an example of a woman who seems like she's going to lose her damn job for saying something that could be taken as disrespectful towards black people, and she really ain't even say the word. Mississippi meteorologist and news anchor apparently removed after quoting Snoop Dogg live on air. A Mississippi news anchor has been absent from her station since she quoted Snoop Dogg live on air. The meteorologist and news anchor Barbie Bassett has not been seen on air for the NBC affiliate WLBT since the 8th of March. During her last episode, as per Deadline, Bassett and her team were discussing Snoop Dogg's line of wines. Faux shizzle my nizzle, said Bassett, when the idea of a collaboration between Drop It Like It's Hot rapper and a newsroom journalist was raised. Nizzle is slang for the N-word. There you have it, folks. I'm just saying. You say something about black people that could be taken as offensive, your ass might lose a few sponsorships, you might lose your job, you might lose a damn NBA team. Some shit will happen to you. The only people who really get away with saying some bad stuff about black people is black people. And that's kind of how it works,
So you classify this as something bad to black people?
To me, I didn't really feel that offended, but I do feel kind of like watch your mouth. You on a public stage, saying right. You're a white lady.
So who do you feel like should be in charge of if somebody says something that they feel detrimental to black people? Who do you think should be that overall the person to place that judgment down?
The people who heard it. The people who are offended have the right to say that they're offended, and when people speak out, it influences business to make decisions that they feel like is best for their company.
Right. So you're basically saying black people, correct? You saying
it don't have to be just black people. It could be the public, and in this instance, it was her job that had the final say. I don't work for that station. They're the ones who fired her. So
right.
They had the final say.
Right. So I just asked you, who should be the person? You said it should be the people that's offended, right?
So the people who offended or her employers.
People who offended or her employers. Okay. Yeah. So if her employers, like, let's say me and you, and we're like, I don't think that's good, plausible enough for anybody to get fired. But she got fired, by her employer who wasn't even black and wasn't even offended by the comments, but just.
How you know her employer ain't black?
Huh?
How you know her
radio station in Mississippi? I'm about 98. I'm about 98% they ain't black. I mean, just to get there. But
okay. I'll let you get to your point. What are you saying?
So what I'm saying is it okay for us or not even say us as black people not to be in position to feel like what's what's credible to be punished or not? Because you're saying I'm speaking to you, and you like, yeah, I don't think she should have lost
I'm
her job.
confused by it. I don't even understand what you're asking me. I just need you to ask me a question in a clear way, sir.
Okay.
Like, you ask me who should be the final say of
right.
whether her employer. And if you offended by it, you could say that you offended. You could be white and be offended by what she said. If you don't like racism, you could be offended by it. I'm not Jewish. I was offended by what Kyrie said.
Okay. So, right. So I'm with you. I wasn't offended by what she was saying. So
yeah, I ain't really offended by it, but if her employer wanted to fire her, I ain't losing no sleep over that shit either. Let me ask you this. Do you think Kanye can make a comeback? Do you like the apology?
The apology?
Yeah, that was supposed to be an apology. Yeah.
Oh,
he likes Jewish people again because of Jonah Hill. Do you think they're going to accept the Jewish people will accept the apology, welcome them back into, the public eye?
I don't think Jewish people will accept him back in. I think the damage is already done. And I think this lady who said for shizzle my nizzle, we shouldn't even put this in the same category as that. It's like we need.
I said why I was bringing that up, though. I'm just saying a point that people used to bring up is they're only making a big fuss because he's saying something about Jewish people. I'm saying that I'm always hearing stories about where a white person or another race says something that's wrong about black people.
Every time we done brought it up, even with the athletes that we had on our channel, you didn't agree with their punishment.
I don't want to go back too far. Okay. I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just saying right now, it's people being punished for saying racial things, whether it's black people, white people, anything. You know what I'm saying? That's all the only point I'm making.
Gotcha.
That's all I'm saying, though.
Right. So yeah,
what else we got? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think Kanye's, as far as Jewish people, he's gonna have to get outside of that to get his fame back.
You think his career gonna be able to rebound? Like
they got too much power, so he's not gonna be able to. How is he gonna regain? You know what I mean?
What'd you say?
I said they got, you already upset them, so it's like, how could you get in the good graces of?
Be careful with saying that Jewish people got too much power. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like a trope,
Okay.
I'm trying to help you out. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit Kanye be getting in trouble for. You know what I'm saying? We got to be easy. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to further a stereotype about Jewish people controlling everything or having too much power. No, they're people just like me and you, and they got offended and they're making their voices be heard. I'm just trying to cover for him and us. We doing good. I don't want no trouble whatsoever. And I'll just say this. I don't think Kanye West gonna bounce back. If Mel Gibson ass ain't bounce back, his ass ain't bouncing back. You feel me? It don't look like I don't see Roseanne bouncing back. I ain't heard shit about Donald Sterling. It's like it's only a few people that jumped out the window like he did and even tried to come back. I don't think he's anywhere closer after these things.
Right. So my point, right? Yeah. So it's some real. You going up against something, basically.
Yeah, you going up. You going up against. That's safe. So let's just say there. You feel me? But let's get out of here, man. Before we got the channel shut down, dog. So.
For real, man. Hey, let me know what y'all think about this, man. We gonna catch y'all in the next video, man. Is Kanye out of here, man? Was this racist to you guys for shizzle my nizzle? I'm allowed to say that, right, without being punished. So let me know what y'all think, man. We'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.
Yeah.